here because I will be on stage at Shakespeare in the Park. So grab your picnic baskets, your blankets, and your lawn chairs because tonight opens up the opening season of Shakespeare in Delaware Park. Tonight's production tells the story of King Henry V of England as he goes to battle with France during the 100 Years' War. If you head to the Hill, you might see a few familiar faces, so take a look. The park has been transformed into the stage for Shakespeare in Delaware Park's opening production of Henry V. Join me as we get a crash course in love, history, and war. To tell you how you can experience free Shakespeare at Delaware Park is Managing Director Lisa Ludwig. Now, Lisa, this is a pretty big outdoor theater event.
Yeah, we are celebrating 39 years of free Shakespeare here at Shakespeare in Delaware Park, and we're proud to be one of the largest free outdoor Shakespeare festivals in the entire country. We have about 40,000 audience members who come and share Shakespeare with us each summer.
And opening night is this week, so catch me up to speed on what's happening and what are we looking forward to?
Well, we have two productions this summer. We open on Thursday, the 19th, with Henry V, which runs through July 13th. And then our second production this year is Comedy of Errors, which runs July 24th through August 17th.
And it really is a very unique experience, a very unique way to view theater.
Well, you know, sometimes it's people's first experience at live theater. I mean, it helps that we are indeed free, and everybody, it's accessible to anybody. Families come, it's date night for certain people. They bring groups of friends, and it's beautiful to be able to sit in a beautiful Olmsted Park, pack a picnic, be under the stars, and be hearing the words of William Shakespeare. There's nothing like it.
And we're going to continue this conversation because the actor who plays Henry in this production is busy getting ready in the dressing room, so let's head over there. We're now joined by one of my fellow castmates, Patrick Maltain, who plays Henry in this production. Now, I wanted to catch you, Patrick, before you got into costume, to talk a little bit about what it takes to get into character. So what do you do before these shows?
Well, I have to go over the script each night before we begin the production. I have to go through a vocal warm-up, warming up my articulators and different resonances and placements in the voice, and then I have to go through a physical warm-up just to get out of my mind after doing all that heady work and into my body so I can trust the work I've done and have at it.
And I know one of the things that always helps me is putting on these costumes. They're absolutely fantastic. Tell me a little bit about what you'll be wearing in the show.
Ken Shaw, our costume designer, has put together some fabulous clothes, as you said, and I have 3 outfits, 1 fit for the battlefield and 2 fit for sort of receiving rooms and palaces and the like. And I'll leave the details of those to be seen in the production, but they're all period pieces and beautiful, beautiful garments, each and every one.
All right, well, I'll let you get into costume, and then I'll meet you out on the stage to continue talking about this amazing production.
Excellent.
Now, Patrick, we're both in our Act 1 costumes. For people out there that want a little bit more information about the story of Henry V, what can you tell us?
Well, when we pick up, there's an unresolved conflict between England and France. And France's reply to Henry's claim that certain lands of theirs ought to be his is a case of tennis balls and a great insult, which kicks off this conflict. And the play follows that conflict through to its conclusion.
Now, my character, the Prince of France, sends you those tennis balls because he thinks you're a little bit of a playboy, and this is all due to information that we learned in the shows leading up to this one.
Yes, this is a fair assessment of Prince Hal, but when we come to Henry and Henry V, he's grown up a little bit from his tavern days with Falstaff, and he's ready to take on a little bit more of his royal birth, and looks to not only be a fair and just ruler of England, but also perhaps to claim some of France to be his own.
All right, well, thank you so much, Patrick, for joining us today. And our costumes are only one part of the spectacle you can see when you grab your lawn chair and your blanket and head down to the Hill for this year's opening production of Shakespeare in Delaware Park.
Well, I can't wait to see you on stage, Matt. I have to ask about the sets that you guys were standing in front of. If you've been to Shakespeare, you probably recognize the sets and the scenery. And do they change those each and every year?
Yeah, so there's a scenic designer that works with the director, and they use, I think it's the same pieces, but they rearrange them, repaint them for every show. So if you come back for Comedy of Errors, you're going to see a similar look to the stage, but it's going to be completely different painted, a little less serious, because of course this one is very serious.
And your costume, is it hot, cold? Like, what are you hoping the weather will be like?
I would prefer the weather to be cold because we are wearing full armor, which you didn't see in the package because we wanted to save it for the night of the show, and also like padded gambesons or the undershirt. So we're wearing a lot of layers. It's very, very warm for the actors. And if you want to come down to Shakespeare in the Park, it starts tonight at 7:30. It is free to the public, and it goes till July July, let me make sure I get this right, 13th. It is every day but Monday, so 6 nights a week for 4 weeks. It's a lot of fun, and like I said, free to the public, so if you want to experience some theater, this is the time to do it.
Well, break a leg. We're very excited for you. How long have you been rehearsing for?
We've been rehearsing since May 20th, so it's a very, very in-depth look into what the play really means.
Lots of hard work for sure. Break a leg. Okay.